We're going to do some fishing today. Yep, it's another episode of Gone Fishing with the Wanzers. We got up right at the sun up to go do some fishing, and we're not going to be right on the lake at sun up like you want to be. We're going to drive 4 hours north to Lake Weatherford. Go meet my brother, go fishing with him, his kids. Probably meet up with my father-in-law and take him fishing. See how it goes. See you on the lake. So first line, done snapped one off. There's mine. Somewhere. Over here. Let's see what Lake Weatherford gives us today. Probably a little pool of them out there. It. Got him. Creek rod. Oh, fishy. Get on it. Got him. Heck yeah. Well, we're back, and we're out here at the Texas City dock. We're going to be fishing off the jetty today, and I got a little bit of a challenge. It's not a challenge that I was expecting to come up with today, but it's just something that happened to happen. I have a rod that I bought recently at a pawn shop, and I have a rod that I bought recently at Walmart. So I decided, let's put the two of them head to head and see which one's going to be the better rod for doing some fishing out here in the bay. That being said, I'm going to be using the same tackle on both of them, and the bait that I'm going to be using is just going to be leftover shrimp and fish from dinner. But we're going to see what we can get out here and see what gets on. I think there's supposed to be some mullet out here. There might be some amberjack and other varieties of jack. I'm not sure exactly what swims around over here on this side of the bay. But we'll see what we get. You have to pardon the wind noise. There's a lot of onshore on today, but this is the rig that I'm working with. It's an Ozark Trail grit stick, 10 footer, and then the one I got from the pawn shop was probably a really nice rig at one point. Tournament Choice Angler. Never heard of it, but it's probably something that came from Cabela's or Bass Pro years ago. It's got a Synergy Shakespeare on it. The other one's just got a Tiger Shakespeare on it. Like I said, I'm going to be throwing the same sort of setup, same sort of jig, and see what I can get. And there's already fish jumping out there. And this is the bait that we're going to be going with today. It's just a mix of shrimp and some snapper that I grilled up the other day. So let's see what we can get. I had some people come out here and do some fishing. I'm surprised I don't have a school of sharks floating around here as much chum as they threw in the water. There's some of their cut bait left down there on the end of that dock. But anyhow, I changed up how I was setting up my rig. This one is still running just a couple pieces of shrimp on it. This rod has some issues. So now I found out why it was in a pawn shop for $15-20. Anyways, I'm going to put this rattler on it, send it out a few times, see if I can get anything off of it. But the reel, it's got like some hitches and some bumps and some jerks into it. I don't know. It doesn't feel right whenever it's reeling in, so if I catch something, it's probably going to be a crapshoot whether I get it back in or not. I did notice it's missing the tip. It's out of here though. Somebody cracked the tip off and just said, nah, we'll just make that last little eyelet the new tip. It's cool, I guess, but had I seen that in the pawn shop, I probably wouldn't have bought it. And that might be what something's going on. It might just be catching the line up on the end of that rod. So we'll see what we can get off of this. Well, something came out here and munched on my shrimp. Didn't take the hook, so it must have been pretty small, whatever it was. Sat there and pecked away at it. Could have been a crab just laying right there on the bottom or something. He sat there and do a line. This spot's not really doing it for me. There's nothing been biting, and the few fish that were jumping, they swam off and jumped away. So we'll see what we can do if I find another place today. This day is looking like it might be a bust, but you know, I'm also fishing like right in the middle of the day. It's like 1, maybe 2 o'clock, and I don't know how that really affects the bite out here on the bay, but we'll see what another spot does for us. Well guys, we made it back to the house. Didn't catch anything today, unfortunate, but the fact is we were able to test a Walmart rod versus probably an old Walmart rod or maybe a Cabela's rod. I bought it at a pawn shop, and I found another one at another pawn shop because the first one, it was falling apart. The end reel kept on jamming up, kept on having a lot of problems with it. The rattle bait that I was putting on it, it just wasn't working well with it, and so I had to get rid of it. We'll take that reel apart, we'll go through it and do something else. I did stop at another pawn shop and found another rod. In fact, I found another Tiger, which is similar to the rod that I took the reel on the other rod off of. So kind of funny that I found one of those whole, but we'll probably be revisiting this challenge as we go along. I want this channel to do pretty well, and we're going to be doing some more stuff like this, or we're going to be doing challenges. We're going to be doing some maybe meet and greets, fish with some other people around the area, and we're just going to, you know, have a lot of fun doing this and see if we can't do something, maybe give a little bit back to the viewers, do something, just do something different with this channel, not just be, you know, some dude out fishing every day. You know, we want this to be, you know, a fun time. So if you like what you saw today, like and subscribe. I'll keep making these videos, and we'll keep going out to the coast, maybe find a couple of lakes around here. Who knows, one day we might start fishing all over the country. You know, wouldn't that be cool? Go up and down the coastline, every coast, all 3 of them. I think it'd be cool. So remember, like, subscribe, leave a thumbs up, and let me know what you think.